Hello, I am back today. I am going to share the journal I've been talking about. I am sharing my first ever junk journal I made. I made it, it's probably been a couple months now. Um, yeah, I haven't been doing this very long, but this is the first one I've made, and this is the cover. It's got a couple different vintage fabrics that I made it with. On the back, the spine, and I got some ribbon along there and here. And then I got the Tim Holtz fragment piece on there. And then there's a hole under this corner, the book corner there. And I was going to put some charms on it, but I never did. This is Tim Holtz. I don't remember what they're called. But I had this big flower. It was a piece to some, I don't remember what it came off of, but it's vintage and I've had it for a while. And it had gems in each of these, but they fell out, and I put glossy accents in it. And then there's glossy accents on this butterfly as well. And underneath I had glued a piece of scrapbook paper or design paper, and then glossy accent top. Here I put stickles on her bow. There's some stickles on a flower up here, and then these are all Swarovski gems, or whatever they're called. You can see them. And then yeah, that's what it for the cover. I got some of these little off of bling roll, sorry. I woke up sick this morning and I got a head cold, sinus cold. My youngest has a runny nose and coughing and puking because she's all gagged up. She can't handle not being able to blow her nose because she's just a baby and doesn't know how to yet. And then my second youngest came home early today and went to the nurse at school, and she had a temperature of 100.4. So she's, I think, coming down with the flu. So yeah, we got a house full of sick people. And it's always when school starts that germs get brought home and everybody gets sick. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a little brain dead today and out of it, but I wanted to get this filmed and out for you guys. And yeah, I'll get started. And my hands are filthy. I was coffee dyeing all morning, so I have another video that I'll be posting about my eco dyeing from last week, and I'll show you the coffee dyed papers from this morning. And then I have another journal that I'm going to be sharing, Traveler's Notebook junk journal that I did. But yeah, for now I will do this. Sorry about my babbling. So this journal, this is just some receipts and stuff I have tucked under this flower. This is just a homemade tag, a collage piece I did on a book page. And I got some crocheted lace ribbon there, some lace here, vintage lace, and more ribbon. I started using this. I used the first signature for a group I'm in on Facebook. It's just like a games group where you win prizes, and then you play games, or post games for yourself for pay it forward games, so you give people prizes. So I was keeping track of everybody I owed to and everybody that owed me. This is fabric. I sewed on there. There's lots of sewing in here, lots of everything. I tried to put as much stuff in here that I could remember and that I wanted to remember, that I've learned, and everything I love about junk journaling, and all the creativeness that I've learned from everybody that I follow on YouTube, and yeah, anyways, here's a tuck. Another brain dead moment. Here's a piece of fabric down here. It took me months though to collect papers and you know, do all these different little projects in here. This is Patricia Pocket. I can't think of her last name. Patricia starts with V. I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. She's famous for book page pockets. And this is not glued on, so it can be transferred or wherever. On this side, I did a little collage on this vintage recipe book. This little girl, she's so cute. I sewed that on to this piece of fabric onto cardstock, and then there's another tuck behind that. And then later, here's a tab here. And there's a tuck behind here. The book page was falling apart. It was so old, like it was disintegrating. And all the edges here along the side were ripping and tearing, so I had to put some washi here, and then I put a piece of decorative paper there. That stuff falling all over. But yeah, it took me a while to do this journal, and I loved every bit of it. And obviously was soon addicted. This is embossed. It's a stamp I have. Here's a pocket, piece of fabric, pull tab on top. Just a little journal card tag I made. And then this is a fabric pocket. There's tuck spot behind it, and then I sold this piece of book page that I had painted with Martha Stewart. You can see the pretty paints there. And these pieces are all embossed. The fish, the key, this part. And this is built up on cardstock, so it's more 3D than the rest. This is a piece of vintage wallpaper that I sewed on, so it's a big collage piece with a bunch of different pieces. Here's a piece of paper that I had punched out of, so I saved the negative of that. This I did the baby oil, trying to make vellum, but this one didn't turn out as good as the other ones. Here's a punch flower out of metal tape, washi throughout. This is a little tuck spot behind that, burlap ribbon, paper clip I put a flower on. This is a prescription bag. It's got the gusseted sides, so it would hold quite a bit. I only got a couple tags in here I made. This is a little piece of a pop can. You see that metal on the circle there. I got this tag too that was in there. And then this is drawer liner, cupboard liner. You can see it. It's very textile. Feels cool on there. Here's some white polka dot acetate. This is a tuck. This is just paper sewed, scrunched up and sewn on there. This is just a piece of my jelly print, yeah, that I punched the bottom off. Make it pretty looking. I had some of this in my other book, I think. And here's another pocket, another tag, napkin decoupage on that. Just a index card. And this little collage piece, that's fabric in the middle. This bookmark dangle I made for this journal. My first one I made of these as well. You can see that. A little mushroom and a little like mushroom shaped dome. I don't know what that thing's called, but it's pretty cool. And I got two of them hanging, or two dangles hanging. Another dangle is just this piece, and then at the top I have another little charm of this owl with the blingy eyes. You can see them good. It's very cute. But yeah, I really like these bookmarks. I'm gonna make more. This is another tag I made of the stamp I have. A pocket. This is an envelope, and I left the two ends open. This is just little. I have it tucked in there for some reason. So that's a little tuck spot right here where the flap is. And then I have this collage tag I made. That's a pretty big pocket. And the other side, I don't think I have anything in it. No, nothing in that side. But I have this little side tuck. This is fabric on top of vellum, on top of design paper, and on top of cardstock. Here's another collage piece. This is that like kids foam sheets that you get. You can see that, yeah. Anyways, I stamped in it, and it's like stamping into clay kind of. It's pretty cool. Anyways, it's a different kind of textile thing, so I put it on there. It's pretty neat. But yeah, a collage piece. This has fabric and all kinds of stuff on it. Receipts. These are vintage stamps. They're from a different country. Oh, they're from Canada. And yeah, that's just sewn like Franken-Tag style. But I didn't set the back with nothing. I was so proud of myself after making this journal. Actually, after sewing, the signatures in and having it bound, like just making your own book gives you this satisfaction like no other. It's like just hard to explain. This is another prescription bag, and I put tissue paper decoupaged onto it. Here's a tuck spot with a tag I made, and this is a fabric piece. And this is just a little collage piece I made. And then pocket is another piece tag I made. And then that's folded up. This is also a tuck here. That's just a stencil I had and did and punched. Pretty. And then there's this little owl there that's hiding behind the tag. And then behind that is also a tuck. And this is the first Franken-Tag I ever made, and it was after following Gail's video. Her last name starts with an A, and I don't know how to say it, so I'm not gonna butcher it, but I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. She is very crafty and does a lot of golden books. Yeah, she's a very much an inspiration for me. But yeah, I watched her tutorial on Franken-Tags, and hers was kind of like this. She had a little girl picture as well, and yeah, I loved it, how it turned out. So yeah, I was following her tutorial, and that was my first Franken-Tag. Like I said, all of my firsts and learning new stuff and trying new stuff and having it in here so I can remember, what I did, and for inspiration if I need some. This is a piece of a dream catcher in there as well. Anyways, this is two tucks here. This is an embossed butterfly. This is Tim Holtz ephemera flower. I put sequins on. Here's a piece of fabric behind that. And this is a big frame stamp I have. It's a very pretty stamp. Anyways, I have that tucked in here. And this is a ribbon. It's got a bow on top of the ribbon. I sewed that on, or stapled that on there actually. I like the stapling stuff too. I love the texture of that as well. And this is one of the first hidden paper clips I did. And it has the eyelash trim and this pretty like boho. I don't know what kind of trim that is, but It's on this vintage Webster page and scrapbook paper underneath as well. But it was my first hidden paper clip, and I was proud of that too. I love them. This was sent to me beginning of this year. It's just an ATC from Annette Peary. That was nice of her. Cool, my Mardi Gras 2018. This was from watching Shannon Green's doodle video. It was doodle, I don't know if that's exactly what it was called, but it was something about doodling, and she was doodling flowers, so I copied what she was doing, and that was my outcome. So that's the pocket there. I have washi here, Tim Holtz ephemera, another Patricia pocket. This has a Red Bull, see the bull, and this is fabric. That's just the can as the pull tab, and then it flips down, and that's just, it's got some vintage fabric and a piece of ribbon down there, and then it flips open as well. And this is also a flip, this piece of sheer ribbon, and this is paper, and then the fabric flip. This is vintage fabric as well. This side, this is vintage wallpaper. I got that for texture, and here I got more texture. I got the metal tape. I have this chipboard piece stapled on, and then this ribbon scrunched up on the side. And then that flips open like that. And then here's a tuck, and here's a tag I did. These are them thick chipboard tags. A little collage on the side here. Just little pieces I glued on. And then here is, this is a fabric pocket, vintage fabric. And then inside here, this little booklet. And then this is also vintage fabric on the side. Collage here. This is Jane Davenport collage tissue. This is the other side of that vintage recipe page. This is a tag here, and it's got a little bead binding, and then that flips up. See that? Flips up, and this is a pocket. This I just used a flower punch and punched the corners. That middle is embossed, pink embossing on a book page that I just ripped and put on there. It looked really cool. I like how that turned out. And this is just some white cardstock that I edge punched and glued on. Or no, I used washi actually. This is just butterfly and white cardstock. And that's the end of the first signature. The second signature I was planning on using for my design team ideas, but that's just Penny design team. This lace is sewn on the side with some ribbon on top. It's pretty paper. I love this paper. This little tag I made of these kids on the bike. And then this is also a tag here in that pocket. I love how the kids on the bike, it just looks cool how the tag's sticking out like that. And this is black, I don't know what you call it, but it's acetate with the black on it, and you can feel it too. Very cool, I love that. And I love this woman also, ain't she beautiful? Oh, I love that picture. This side is a pocket. And this is vintage music paper. Tim Holtz. This is a belly band. This is some distress ink I did in a stencil, made it into a tag. Here I got this new punch, and it's for like punching the corners, and then you can slide like the corners of pictures in it, but I used it for this tag, and it holds it. If I get it tucked in there, right, it'll hold it. Oh yeah, it holds it. That's pretty cool. I forget about that I have that stamp. I haven't had it that long, but I haven't used it much either. That's a tuck here, behind this little stamping I did there. This is a clay piece. Tim Holtz. I think it's Tim Holtz. Maybe not. I don't know. Clock stamp though. I stamped it into clay and put some glossy accents on it. This is another piece of pop can. Inside that, this is a piece of fabric on the edge here. Yeah, I just put random pieces of paper in spots everywhere here. I don't know how I decided the layout, but I don't know, just randomly glued stuff down. I actually like how it turned out. This I just rubbed my distress ink pad over it. It looks pretty cool. This is from the Vector site. That side too. This is some vintage paper I have. Individual retirement account, employment benefits. This is the vintage Webster's page. Atlas I have. This is heart paper doily. Guy flying. This is some vintage lined paper I have. Here's some craft paper. And I have this stamp that like rolls. And it has different pieces, but this is the butterfly piece, and I rolled it and I messed it up, but I still kept it. Yeah, it has like, I don't know, like animal footprints, and it's got some goofy ones, but that's the best one, is the butterfly one, the only one I use. This is just a piece I got clipped on there. This is the other side of everything. I'll try and flip through because the first one took quite a bit. This is a tuck here, and it also flips open for more writing. I liked that idea. I don't remember who that came from, but I really like that idea. This I put my gold paint pen, metallic, and did her wings. This is a vintage library card that I just made a copy of and sewed it onto some coffee dyed paper. Sorry, my voice, my nose, I just feel like crap right this minute. Oh, I need to go take some medicine. I just wanted to film this while my youngest is sleeping, taking her nap. This is just some weird collaging I did. Laugh till you leak, it makes it funnier. It says it all. Then Goofy Diane Reevely, is that what it is? Or Delusions? Not this. I love them little chit-chat scenes she's got. Acetate. Guest check. That's just a printed one. Lace sewn on. And this envelope is embossed hearts. I don't know if you can see that. But it flips all the way up, and then I have this little collage piece here. This is pink or purple embossing behind her. And then her crown. I glued a crown on there, and then this pretty butterfly chipboard piece. May your dreams come true. It's a pretty little girl. And I just tipped that in with some washi. And then this pulls down, another tag here. Another collage piece. And then it's children's book, questions book. You can see the bottom half of a rabbit. Tim Holtz, chipboard. This is just a bunch of stuff I wanted to glue down and haven't yet. And then this is a tuck. Tim Holtz tag I made. I put some craft paper and stamped. I don't know if you can see that or not. Stamped on it. This was out of a magazine. Butterfly punch. And then this is that, they're like coloring stickers I got from Dollar Tree, I think. This rose stamp I stamped it like 3 times on here in 3 different colors, but I actually like how it turned out. It's kind of cool. This is that vintage like label sticker label printing paper that I have with the big square sticker sheets on it. This is a little belly band here with a little tag I made. A little piece of doily folded over. On this side is another little tag I made. Tim Holtz little tags that come like that, but I just put it in there as a tag, I guess. This little collage piece here I did. And then there's a piece of ribbon there. I love that. I love this too. I love random weird things, sorry. This is some painting and stamping on book page. I did it a while back, and I was going through the book one day and found it and took it out, and I just thought I wanted to put it in here, so I did. And it looks pretty good. I like how it turned out. This is the middle of the last signature. Almost done. Yeah, I didn't do no beads or nothing on the middle of these signatures. I just left it. I wasn't sure what I wanted to add and just never went back. And I don't really mind. Love how it is as it is. This was the negative to these Martha Stewart punch around the page, like border punches that I got when I first got them. So I saved that and just use it as a tag. This is some vintage, like this ribbon and vintage fabric sewn on there. This is that punch, and I messed up on it, but I still used it on here. So I folded it over, and I actually like how it turned out here as a little tuck spot. Pretty cool. And this is embossed. And then on this side is another little tuck in that spot. Yeah, I love them punches. They make the paper look beautiful. I really, really like them. I've only used them a few times too. I need to use them again and do a bunch of it, so I have a bunch of punch papers ready. This is more of that drawer liner. I use it as a flip out here. Here I have an embossed moon. I glued the eye on there. Here's a little collage tag I made. A little tag. This is another little owl. And this, another index journal card. And then this is some more pieces that I wanted to glue down, but haven't. These are glued. And then I just have these over it, and I wanted to glue them, but this is just a little collage ribbon eyelash trim on top of some pretty papers. Just a messy, I don't know, ink and all kinds of stuff all over this, but I like how it turned out still. And a little flower punch. And yeah, here's a little bunny peeking. Yeah, this is a vintage children's question book that I got. This says vintage fabric. Oh, I love this. So pretty. It's just a flip out with some eyelash trim on top. And then that's it. That's the end. I just have this card that someone sent me in here. And that's the back. So that was my first junk journal. First ever. My first book I've ever made, and I absolutely love it. I messed up on the spine. You can see it's crooked right there, but I can cover it up if I really wanted to, but I don't mind it. It's mine, and I think I did pretty damn good for, excuse my language, pretty good for a first timer. I hope you enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to subscribe, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. I'm just getting started and trying to figure out. I have some ideas wrote down, but I'm trying to, like, I don't know, organize it, I guess, and play them out accordingly. Anyways, I have reached over 50 subscribers. I want to do a giveaway. I will be getting that figured out by tomorrow, I'm sure. So I will be posting a video probably later tomorrow evening or the next day about a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. And I'm still doing another video today about my eco dyeing and my coffee diet I did this morning. And then I will be doing this journal in the next video after that, probably. Alright, thanks for watching. And I'll be back.